What's up, CrossFit AC? Coach Zathan here. I'm back. We're gonna keep making these videos now. Last week was a crazy week. Thank you to Coach Ashley for taking you guys through both her classes in the morning and then the virtual classes in the afternoon. Last week, as most of you guys probably know, we were in here a lot cleaning the gym. We took out every mat. We cleaned the floors, we cleaned the mats, trying to let you guys know that even though you guys aren't here, we're still trying to give you value by making this gym a better place than where you left it last. So when you guys come back, the gym is going to be in immaculate shape. So thank you guys for understanding that. Sorry about the delay on the videos, but we're going to kind of keep up with it now, now that I've got that huge project done. So today, well, tomorrow we have 2 rounds for time. We've got the 200-meter walking lunge, 800-meter run, and then 50 cleans, or we're gonna say round 2 shoulder with whatever object we have. And we'll go over all the different pieces of equipment you may have. We'll go over what those should look like with that piece of equipment. So first, the 200-meter walking lunge. Now, we've been doing a lot of these. I think it's one of the greatest leg workouts we can do with minimal equipment as far as strengthening and conditioning these legs. So just a quick recap of what we want these lunges to look like. We want to make sure that when we're taking that step, that the back knee is touching the ground and then we're standing up all the way. These are going to be walking, so we're going to be taking those steps. If you have knee sleeves, going to be a great time to use that because I know we're going to be outside. Touching that knee to pavement isn't as fun. If you're like, hey, I just don't want to touch my knee to pavement, no problem. But I do still want to see you guys get as low as you can without maybe making that big contact with the floor, all right? So once you do 200 meters of that, you're going to just pretty much take off running for 800 meters. After the 800 meters, we have 50 cleans, okay? Now, I've got a bunch of equipment that you guys might have here, so we're gonna go over what it should look like with each piece of equipment so that you can kind of pick your poison on this. Now, first is if you just have one dumbbell, all right, it's gonna be just pretty much a stand and curl. Most of these are just gonna be like a stand and curl, okay? When we're doing these, we wanna make sure that we're squeezing our butt and standing up all the way to using that momentum, kind of like we did today with the ground to overhead, using the momentum of our legs to get that overhead, using that momentum from our legs to get it to our shoulders for the clean today. So this is what it should look like with one dumbbell. We're gonna do 25 each arm if we have one dumbbell, okay? If you have 2 dumbbells, gonna be significantly harder, but we can do the same thing but with both arms at the same time. This is what it will look like. From the side. All right. These are definitely something that's going to sneak up on you, okay? If you notice with the single dumbbell, we'll take our feet a little bit wider so that the dumbbell can come between our legs. If we use both, bring those feet a little bit more narrow and have those dumbbells go to the outsides of the feet. So that is what the dumbbell option should look like. Wall ball, okay? Now, I'm gonna give you guys who have a wall ball an option, okay? 200-meter lunges are gonna mess up our legs pretty good, but if you're like, hey, I want that extra challenge, I want that extra leg work, we're gonna make this a squat clean, okay, with the ball. What that's gonna look like, med ball clean all the way down to the bottom of the squat stand up. One more time. All right, so we're getting really big, shrugging, keeping the ball close, then pulling ourselves under into the bottom of the squat stand up. Now, if a little heavy on the legs, we don't want to do that, we can power clean it. It's the same thing, except we're just not going to go into the bottom of that squat. This is what it looks like. Still very difficult, but be careful if we choose that squatting option just because of the volume of the walking lunges. But I'll let you guys make that call. Now, for these next 2, it's gonna be more similar to the dumbbells as far as it's gonna be a real big leg drive curl to our shoulders, but we still wanna keep that clip, whatever piece, close to our body on the way up. So this is what it'll look like. Now, with this, there is going to be a little bit of a hand movement on the clean. It starts off just like a normal kettlebell swing, normal grip like we would for a kettlebell swing. But then as it floats up, as we squeeze our butt and stand, we want to kind of rotate to the base of that handles so that we can have a good grip, okay? So watch specifically for what my hands are doing on these next couple of reps. Notice how they start at the top and they finish at the bottom and sides. All right, so that's tough. Ooh, I'm already winded from it. So that is how we're gonna do it with the kettlebells. Now, if you have a plate, I'm gonna say this is gonna be the last option. If you have kettlebells or ball balls, try to use one of these options before going to this. We'll say this is like last choice, we'll use the plates, just because we did ground to overhead today, and this is gonna be very similar to what you just did today technically, all right? So, same idea. A little bit easier than going all the way overhead, but we have quite a few of these, all right? Gonna get difficult. So, first choices should be one of these, and then lastly, then you can take that plate for a ride if we feel like. So, here's all of our options with weights. I do know some of you have barbells at home and have some weights. If you do want to do regular cleans, that's fine, but there is 100 total cleans, so we want to keep it light. Maybe 95, I would say it would probably be RX for the guys and 65 for the ladies, okay? Don't be afraid to scale it. It still should be something you can hang on to for big sets. So think that first set of 50, we're probably breaking it 2 times at most, okay? So hanging on to it for big chunks. Thank you guys for understanding last week while we were out cleaning this gym. I really appreciate it, and thanks again to Coach Ashley for taking up the virtual classes. Let's not forget to post our scores both on Tribe and on Facebook just to keep encouraging everybody. And also what I want to do too is I want you guys to check into a class. I'd like to get an idea of how many of you are participating in these workouts. So if you don't mind, I don't care what time you check into, all of them are going to be up. So just check into a class once you've done the workout or right before you do it, and let's keep crushing it, guys.